While leeks may be a member of the onion and garlic family, they have a sweeter, more delicate flavor that lends a subtle accent to a variety of recipes. They're my favorite onion garlic member, and I just adore them. This is a well-grown young leek. They can be sautéed, baked, roasted. My favorite way to prepare leeks is to braise them, like they do in France. Good quality leeks are firm and they're smooth and they're free of any blemishes. And to prepare them, cut off the green leaves. Reserve these leaves. You can soak them in a little water to make sure there's no dirt accumulating in this part of the leaf, this V form. See, there's a little dirt right there because they do grow so close to the garden soil. And cut off the root end right here, right below where the roots start. This is important because you do not want the leaves to separate. Each leaf is separate, and if you cut, I'll show you, if you cut up here, and when you cut the leek in half like this, you're just going to have just a bunch of leaves. That's not what you want. So be very, very careful when you cut the leek. I'll reserve this for the stock pot. So now cut only to the beginning of the roots. Now this will not fall apart. Take the leaves off and slice the leek in half lengthwise. See, this will not fall apart. Now these have to be washed. Put this leek and all the other cut leeks in a bowl of water and rinse very, very well to get all that dirt out. And then put them back together like that, and they're ready to cook. We have some that are all ready for the beginning process of the braising. I like to brown the leeks just slightly in about 3 tablespoons of butter in a big, heavy skillet. The leeks will actually braise in this same skillet. Once the butter is bubbling and melted, put the leeks in the butter, cut side down. 3 minutes on the cut side, then turn them over 3 minutes on the rounded side. So let's see how these are. Yep, just lightly colored. Gently turn. So this has about a minute more to brown. We have to make a cartouche or a piece of parchment that will cover the contents of the pan. This is very easily done if you take a piece of parchment big enough to fit in the pan and fold it into first a rectangle, then a square, then a triangle, and then another triangle. So you're going to have 16 segments like that. Hold this in the center of the pan and mark this. This will be exactly right. And cut it off like that. Easier than tracing and cutting all the way around. So see, I have a perfect cartouche, which will fit right down on top of the cooking leeks. So now turn the leeks over again so that the rounded outside is facing up. These have gotten a really beautiful golden brown color. You don't want to get them too dark. You don't want to burn them. There. Okay, so now add your liquids and salt and pepper. Sprinkle with coarse salt and black pepper or white pepper. A half a cup of chicken broth. This is a homemade chicken stock, and a half a cup of dry white wine. Cover with your cartouche. Now this cartouche really is meant to control the rate of evaporation, and all those flavors in the liquid are imparted to the leeks. Now, and vice versa, of course. Now turn this down very low and continue cooking. For leeks this size, about 15 minutes. For bigger, fatter leeks, it's going to take longer. But when you pierce the leek with a paring knife. The leek must be very tender. So we're just going to wait for 15 minutes until we're done. Now, to check the doneness, just lift the parchment up. Look how good they look. And pierce with the point of a sharp knife. Look tender. They look buttery and delicious. It's been 15 minutes. You can just remove the parchment to a waste bowl. Can't use that again, so don't worry. And now remove the leeks, a couple at a time, and place on your serving platter. And these look good. Now, to embellish, some nice coarsely chopped parsley right here at the tips. And mold and salt. I love this salt because look how crystalline it is. It's really shiny and beautiful and a little crunchy. And people love this. And I'm just going to put a little row of salt here. And some freshly ground black pepper over the whole thing. And there you have a really, really beautiful, savory vegetable dish that everybody's going to love. I think you're going to really like making these and eating this easy, classic French recipe.